Guys, I have a seatbelt control. I already put the hooks, so I probably already have at least like 4 points on this match. And then I'm forcing to make the person go to the side that I have the arm on top of the shoulder. I'm just gonna lean towards the side. Every time you choose a side to fall, you have to understand that if you wanna try trap one of his arms, it's not gonna be the one on body. The one on body is kind of stuck, and I'm not gonna be able to trap the arm also with my leg that is on body, because my leg, there's too much weight. My leg does not even move different than the other one. They're like, I can move much more. So let's get used to, every time you drop to one side, you're gonna have to pick the arm that is on top, not the arm that is on body. So with the seat belt, I'm gonna look to control the arm, and then I'm gonna just push the arm down. Why I'm gonna just push? Because if I just try force slow, he always gonna just like force back. So I have to grab and just gonna, in one move, I have to just make his arm drop. Every time he drop his arm, leg comes up. And then you're gonna be able to have like 2 hands against his hand and his neck. And then probably like, I'm gonna have like a lot of chance to work like and get his neck, because he has no like 2 arms to defend. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. Maybe you're forcing the guy to go to the side, but he decides to go to the other side. The only thing I gotta be concerned every time he goes to the side that my arm is on his armpit is if he touches his head on the mat, he's gonna escape. Even if I have his neck like under, he probably is gonna try to escape. So you have to make sure like his head doesn't touch the mat. The way that I believe you can block this, you put your head under his head. Even if you try, you can't let his head come out. So you have to just keep your head under his head. The other hook, one more time, I'm gonna use to trap his arm. And you have to work the leg that is on top to trap the arm that is on top, not the one that is on bottom. So you go there, instead of just like push, let's kind of like a punch him, just push his arm down. Every time you push his arm down, the leg just falls. And to keep a little bit tighter, this hook over here, let's kind of like force your heel against his stomach. Just kind of like dip your heel on his stomach. Of course, you don't have to kick him, you know what I mean? You have to just kind of like just dig your heel heavy. Different than if you try put your toe like this. All your energy is going to your toes every time you do this. And you don't have that much weight on your heels. You can try to touch your toes like on his belly, but it's not going to be effective as if it was like his heel. So make sure you always like put your heel really heavy. And then one more time, I'm going to work to get on his neck. I have 2 hands to control only one of his arm, and the other hand to just like slide under his chin. But now my arm is stuck over here. Get used to kind of like pull yourself up and then free your arm as much you need just to get deeper on the choke. So doesn't matter which side you go, you're gonna trap the arm that is on top. You go on the other side, keep your head under, you trap the arm that is on top, and then you just continue to work the choke. All right, let's go try, guys. Guys, we have the same position, right? But this time, when you drop on this side over here, the person maybe you can trap this arm, and now he's gonna try like a trap this arm just to don't let you go to his neck, right? And then you just work to clean that up. And of course, I don't wanna just clean that up and then put the neck and then he grab again, right? So every time I clean it up, I try hold that, and then I have the neck, right? But the problem is sometimes you just try really hard in this hand and it's not coming out. You really try, you know what I mean? And the guy, in that meantime that you try free this arm, that's the time that he needs to just free his other arm. And now we have the whole thing again. Now you're gonna have to do the whole thing again. And I believe like every time you trap one arm, you don't trap forever, guys. Every time I trap this arm, I know this arm is gonna come out. I know it's gonna come out. So sometimes it takes 3 seconds, sometimes it takes like 30 seconds. So I know the arm is gonna come out. So when I'm working this choke over here, I know the other arm is coming. So I need to open before the arm comes out. So it's not a problem like we have to figure out like a quicker way to trap the arm. Not trap the arm. We have to figure out a quicker way to finish the choke, because I cannot just keep fighting to free this hand. Can you trap this hand again? So, as I told you, I trap on this side, I try to free this hand. He has a really strong grip. I just didn't have enough time to free this hand before he freed his arm. Alright, so you went back to the same position before. I want to just secure the position. What I'm going to do now is like, I'm going to go on the other side. The reason why I go on the other side is because I couldn't break this grip. Or maybe it was too sweaty, I was just keep trying. It's coming on, he kept grabbing, you know what I mean? So now what I'm going to do is, with the control of his arm, I'm going to try to use his arm against him. Instead of just use his hand to free his arm. Before I couldn't free like this. Now I definitely not going to be able to free like that, how I was wishing. So he's grabbed like this. I'm going to just use like his energy that he's pulling my arm away from his neck to just try to trap with my leg without pushing with your hand. So I'm not pushing with my hand, I'm not doing this, guys. He's kind of pulling, I'm just like drop my arm and just come with my heel to peel it off. That would be great if you can use this momentum. I try go and he's pulling, you just go there and trap his arm. That would be great. But sometimes, maybe you try push and then he just kind of like, he's just not going, he's just hold your arm. That's when you're gonna have to practice, like, you're not using your hand to free this, you're gonna have to use your heel. Of course, your heel, your leg is gonna be stronger than your arm, I'm sure of that. But sometimes if the push is too high, go higher, maybe you cannot reach like with your leg. So kind of pushing is slightly a little bit down, just pushing down a little bit, and your hook's gonna be much like higher. I can reach my hook much higher than that now, so I don't need he go that low. So if you have a chance, you just push and just take with your hook, take his arm out. If he's not going over there, you have to make sure you kind of like dig your heel. I don't know if you guys can see from there, but I'm getting my heel like very deep inside of his arm. So all I need to do is just kind of just drop, and then we continue to work on his neck. This hand I have to free now, so pull it out and just finish just like before. We're gonna have to do this towards the side that you have to keep your head on his head, because on the other side your leg is stuck, so you can't trap the arm with the leg. So get used to, if you wanna trap the arm with your arm, use your arm, you have to go towards the side that you have the arm on his armpit. Alright, let's go try.